Well, after a very nice input from my colleague on NSIC, which need to be created awareness amongst not many MSEs. Well, MSEs, we all know that they are playing a pivotal role in contribution to our GDP, over 12%, 45% to industrial production, 40% of exports and 15% of employment. Now, the characteristics of MSMEs, which you are familiar with your own experiences, that lack of credit information is one of the major issues. Now, dependent on unsecured loans, they have a high cash intensity in their transactions. Also, they have inadequate financial disclosure practices, quite low level and outdated technology, majority especially in the rural, semi-urban operating MSMEs. Technology adoption is at lower pace by and large. There are exceptions, no doubt. Now, the roadblocks which MSA face, that they have insufficient data on their financial position when they go for availing credit to the banker. No, they are not capturing their cash flows also in a proper way, maybe the support of a chartered accountant or such kind of advisory roles they do not have. Now, in the globalized setup of our market, now the vulnerability of these smaller players is very common. After 2008, we had a lot many smaller units facing a lot of troubles. Now, one of the important initiatives of Government of India, which my colleague discussed, was NSIC. There are other initiatives, starting with the promulgation of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006. Especially in messages for promotion, development and enhancing competitiveness of MSMEs. There have been other programs, initiatives like Prime Minister Employment Generation Program for micro enterprises especially, where subsidy support is 25% of project cost. Then procurement policy for MSMEs, again the NSIC has got a role in that, where it has been laid down that the PSUs will procure minimum 20% of their total purchases from MSEs. I think NSIC, you can get good guidance and support in that direction. Then technology center system programs are there. And there are National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program, which was initiated 2007-8. Now, it benefits for promotion of information and communication tools in MSME sectors, technology and quality upgradation support to MSMEs. Now, here again, the district industry centers, they have a quite important role to play, and all MSMEs, they must have in touch with district industry center and NSIC. Then one important initiative was credit guarantee scheme, where collateral-free loans are given up to 1 crore, 100 lakhs. And it's encouraging for the bankers also. Bankers are giving a lot of emphasis. All banks because now capital is an issue which is very dear to the hearts of the bankers. And here the CGT MSc coverage is there. It helps them to assign lower capital for such loans. So they are encouraging under CGT MSc loans to the MSMEs. And up to 50 lakhs, you do not have to give any fee from your side. Then there are other initiatives also, and National Small Industry Corporation Initiative, about which he talked over, is one of the major initiatives which you all of must take benefit, must get registered with them. Now, RBI started its own decisions making to help out the sector, and it has laid down guidelines that one SME branch, MSME branch, specialized in this area must be in each district. And the State Bank of India especially has been taking a lead. We have over 500 such branches across the country. Now here the classification by RBI under priority sector, which is one of the targets given to the banks, that they have to achieve 40% of their loans under priority sectors. So MSCs come under that particular area. And here also it has been laid down that 60% of MSE advances should go to micro enterprises. This is one of the benchmark which RBI keeps on harnessing the banks, that they must reach this benchmark. Composite loan limit of ₹1 crore for working capital and term loan requirement. At one point it was started for quite some time, and it is quite helpful for the units. Then there is a provision for a state level inter-institutional committees which coordinates MSME related activities. So here the issues of the problems faced by MSMEs through the associations, they are discussed over, they are resolved over. And here you must be a part of such forums, associations. It helps out to bring your point of view at different platforms. Then there is a committee, board committee of MSEs, and which is headed by regional director of RBI local head offices. And every quarter they have with these DIC associations, SIDBI representatives. So there the issues, difficulties of MSCs are brought out. It is a very important platform to take up the issues upwards for any policy improvements. Then one important aspect which has been focused, the importance of credit rating for the MSMEs. Now it enhances the credibility and acceptability. When a MSME unit go for credit facility, and if it has got a better rating, obviously the acceptance is much higher with the banker. Also, the credit ratings have a direct relation with the interest rate in their scoring models. So that helps out in getting a very competitive pricing. So as my colleague said, that the NSIC provides up to 70% reimbursement of the cost of this external credit rating. So all of you, those especially I would say that with the turnover of with financial requirement of say 5 crores and above must go for this benefit. This part he has already dealt. Now, State Bank of India, as the largest public sector bank, has taken several initiatives. Now, for professionals, technically qualified people, it has its own SBI Smile scheme for seed capital. Then, as I say, CGT-MSC scheme, under which collateral-free loans are given, we are encouraging in a big way. We are making it a point that such loans up to say 50 lakhs rupees, mandatorily they are covered under CGT-MSC for MSMEs. Then we provide open term loan pre-approved facility as per the project plan, as per the requirements of the units for a period of 12 months. Then we also carry out with the DIC entrepreneurship development programs where education, awareness of the credit facilities are given to the entrepreneurs. Then we have come across, or especially for the dealers of various industry majors, we have a tie-up arrangement with more than 70 industry majors. And here we are extending the facility at a very competitive interest rate, ranging from 10.30% to 10.55%. And in some cases, the provision is even for the collateral-free part. Now, State Bank of India especially has come up with a cluster-based approach, where apart from the conventional loan schemes which it has got for cash credit and term loans, it comes out with the competitive pricing, interest rate and also lower margin for various clusters, say for Nagpur engineering clusters, Kolhapur and other places. Now, one important aspect which I would like to highlight here, that over the years there have been transitions in State Bank of India, and the today's situation, the today's a reflection of State Bank of India is one of the best technology service provider, a robust technology platform which it has, very reliable technology platform it has. Apart from that, its reach of branches, and then especially for MSMEs, it has introduced a relationship manager concept, at one point concept. Because in SBI branches, when you go, there is a feel that to whom to meet for the requirements. Here we have got below 5 crores of the requirements of MSMEs. We have a relationship manager, small enterprises. 274 we have across the country. In the state of Maharashtra and Goa, we have got 59. And here, during this meet, we have our stall where 2 relationship managers are there, small enterprises. So you can interact your requirements to them. You can leave with your remarks, and maybe they will be definitely helping out. You will be getting email or calls afterwards. Apart from that, 5 crores and above, we have got 566 relationship managers across the country. And as I said, that we we have large number of SME intensive branches, 579 across the country. Then there is a wide range of products which we offer to meet the requirements of A to Z MSMEs, micro, small and medium. To start with, we have got SME credit card, loan for micro enterprises up to rupees 10 lakhs. Then we have SME Smart Scope, loans for micro and small units in manufacturing service up to 50 lakhs rupees. We have facility for SME open term loan, pre-sanctioned term loan facility up to 2.5 crores. Then we have an additional cash credit facility requirement also, 20% of our aggregate capital, maximum 25 lakhs under SME Credit Plus scheme. We provide additional working capital also up to 5 crore, repayable in 2 months. This is additional requirements as and when it arises. At the time of sanctioning in the proposal itself, we can have this kind of provision which helps out to meet the exigencies of executing orders by MSMEs. Then, as I said, that SME collateral, CFL collateral free loan is there, where there is no need of paying guarantee fee up to rupees 50 lakhs. Then we have now a product introduced where MSMEs, those who have got the assets with them, either home or say their factory offices. So here is a very competitive race pricing product, repayable in 8 years. Then we have this SPI fleet finance scheme where the requirement is more than 10 vehicles, having minimum 10 vehicles requirement. Especially for rice millers and dal millers in the state of Maharashtra, we have a special product made for them. Then for service class, we have Doctor Plus scheme up to 10 crores, a School Plus scheme. SME construction equipment loan we have up to 25 crores. We have a Sri Shakti scheme where the terms are competitive, loans up to rupees 25 lakhs, where the margins are lower. Apart from that, smaller loans also. A Rent Plus scheme we provide up to 10 crores. Then we have got commodity-backed warehouse receipt finance provisions. In nutshell, we meet all kind of requirements of MSCs at one umbrella. And for the MSMEs who are engaged in export finance activities, dealing with the various currencies, we have hedging programs also, hedging activities also, forward trade bookings, forward trade covers, we do it. Now for export engaged MSMEs, all kind of facilities we provide, right from pre-shipment to post-shipment to export bills, rediscounting facilities. Then with the special categories, SBI Gold Card facility for exporters, where the terms of conditions for the interest rate are very competitive. Loans against FC and RB deposits and all. So in a nutshell, all kind of requirements of MSCs can be met with the State Bank of India. And here I would like to share that you can note down my colleague's number. We in state of Maharashtra and Goa, we have 4 networks. And network for the Mumbai-based Nasik, we have Assistant General Manager His number is 77-100-11121, Mr. Srivastava. I repeat again, 77-100-11121. Then for Pune, Panaji, we have got our Chief Manager, Mr. Ashok Naik. His number is 9819042421. I repeat, 9819042421. Similarly, for Aurangabad and Nagpur areas, we have our Assistant General Manager, Mr. Bora. His contact number is 8879305088. I repeat, 8879305088. Besides the two relationship manager, small enterprises which we have here at our stall, you can give your queries, you can give your feedbacks, and they will be reverting back to you, or they will be directing to the right person who will contact you. Thank you very much.